In this thick atmosphere, Sophie thought they were like a pair of time-trapped Romeo and Juliet, late to the romance, full of destined regrets. But Charlie thought Romeo was too timid. If it were him who found true love, he would definitely fly up to the balcony and whisk his beloved away instead of gazing from below. Do you believe in fate? Of course, I truly believe. I think fate is right next to me, along with Claire as the perfect partner. Of course, together with Claire, but unfortunately fate didn't give her the green light. One day, while they were visiting as usual, a cheerful local popped up, dead sure she knew Lorenzo's whereabouts, and claimed that Lorenzo might be waiting for Claire. Claire was overjoyed, thinking her wish had come true. Subtitles, however, after they rushed there in haste. All they could witness was the stillness of the cemetery, precisely the outcome that Charlie had been most apprehensive about. I don't anticipate that you will be able to comprehend me, as you have absolutely no understanding of the true Lorenzo. Those words sliced through like a sharp knife, ruthlessly slicing through Sophie's deepest wound. When Claire approached, Sophie hid her sadness. "Claire, I am so sorry," she whispered as silent tears began to fall. Claire gently brushed her face, then picked up an old book, slowly untangling her messy hair. In that moment, Sophie felt a long-lost maternal love. After a night of reflection and Grandma's advice, Charlie realized he was a bit too impulsive yesterday, so he bravely met Sophie's gaze, his eyes full of remorse and tenderness. "I truly apologize, Sophie. Such a thing won't happen again, and Sophie isn't one to hold grudges." Faced with Charlie's sincere apology, she smiled and chose to forgive. And Claire sincerely expressed her gratitude, saying she would always remember Sophie for helping such chance acquaintances. As night fell, Sophie spotted Charlie lying alone on the grass staring at the stars and spontaneously laid down next to him, both gazing at the sky together. They chatted, and Charlie suddenly realized he might have been wrong. Maybe he should let Grandma keep searching since she had held on for so long. The mere thought of the impending farewell brought a pang of sorrow to Charlie's heart. When he looked at Sophie, he saw the same reluctance reflected in her eyes. For a moment, the ambiguous atmosphere flowed between them as they instinctively leaned closer, but just as their heartbeats aligned, reality yanked them back. Sophie hurriedly averted her gaze and silently turned away, leaving Charlie standing there alone. Claire witnessed all of this from the second-floor window, so the next day during their trip, she intentionally chose the back seat to give the two youngsters a little more closeness. Romantic songs played to add to the atmosphere, and suddenly Claire spotted a vineyard up ahead and suggested they all go for a farewell drink. This also might ease the awkwardness among the three of them. However, among the thick grapevines, Claire spotted a young man busy organizing property. Excitedly, he shouted for Charlie to stop the car, convinced that this was the Lorenzo he had been searching for. Fate indeed surprised them. The young man's name was indeed Lorenzo. By age reckoning, Claire should have been looking for his grandfather, but he had gone to check on the vineyards up north. He should be back soon. However, at this crucial moment, Claire felt like backing out. Lorenzo was right there, but she realized how ridiculous it was of her. She didn't know how to face the boy from her memories of what kind of identity and feelings reuniting required more courage than parting. By the time she mustered the courage, she sadly realized she had already missed the best moment. But when that familiar figure appeared, her heart couldn't help but race. They exchanged glances, as if they couldn't believe each other was right in front of them. They both took a step forward in sync, as if time stood still in that moment. They were back to 16 again, tightly embracing and feeling each other's heartbeats over 50 years. And Lorenzo warmly invited the three of them to lunch and gathered the whole family, with his relatives chatting warmly with Claire. Lorenzo was thrilled that his family accepted Claire, and even more surprisingly, While Claire was grappling with the sorrow of losing her father, Lorenzo too was bearing the agony of his departed wife. This reunion, steeped in history, was truly the gentlest touch of fate's hand. Two broken hearts met in their twilight years, finally able to heal the unfulfilled dreams of their youth. Charlie looked at Claire and Lorenzo's backs with envy, wishing this story a beautiful ending. However, this particular ending also signified a farewell. Charlie once again apologized for the impulsive kiss he gave that night, not wanting to affect Sophie's future, while tears swirled in her eyes. He took a deep breath, slowly walking toward Claire, putting all his effort into a farewell smile. "I am truly and deeply grateful to you. Thank you so much." Sophie departed with everyone watching her go and bidding her farewell, while Claire quietly made her way over to Charlie's side. Feeling that Charlie was a big fool for being in love yet not daring to hold on. How many Sophies are there in the world, do you think? Don't wait 50 years like I did. Sophie's pre-wedding shop isn't even ready yet, but she's bursting with passion for culinary creations. She believes she's destined for greatness. Meanwhile, Sophie works as a white-collar employee at a publishing house. Subtitle, and they hope to go on a trip during the break before the wedding, but after arriving in Italy, her boyfriend ditched her for a wine auction. But what bothered Sophie even more was, when he mentioned he'd be gone for a few days seeking writing inspiration, her fiancé didn't bother asking any further. Rather, she felt that it was just the right time for them to go about their separate pursuits, which made Sophie feel utterly worthless in his eyes.